All right, hey you guys, welcome to What You Cooking. Now, this is my first episode, my first time doing this. So if I get to stuttering or if I get to stumbling over my words, please be patient with me, children of God, because I'm a little bit nervous. Kind of wish I had something to drink before I did this, but I ain't been able to make it down to the liquor store, and I know it's busy because this is the day. This is New Year's Eve, so I'm gonna try to do this sober so y'all can understand what I'm saying. I won't be slurring. All right. So what I'm making today is, or what I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you how to make catfish, fried catfish. Now I got this recipe from my mama. Cause one time, me and my mom, we the only ones I know that can cook in the family. Besides maybe one or two other relatives. But anyway, me and my mama, we had a cooking competition one day, and of course we didn't know what each other was making. And so it wasn't until I got in the kitchen I was like, "Oh, this husband making catfish." And I was like, "I wish I would have thought of that." And more of the story is she beat me with her catfish, and I don't even remember what I made. Don't even matter what I made because I'm still a little embarrassed. But I got this recipe from her, and I liked it. I think I ate my food and hers at the end. But anyway, show y'all how to make it. Now, these little fillets right here, I done already washed them, and the counter has been washed. And you can see these because I'm going to a little dinner party. I'm gonna cut these in half so that make it look like I got more than what I actually got. And plus, where I'm going, there's gonna be a whole bunch of finger food, so I don't eat that much anyway. But just to make it look like I got a lot, I'm gonna cut it in half. Now, I only got what 6, 7 pieces. Then, if it's just you and one other person, because I'm a fatty, so I could eat about that much, and then you know what, I eat 4, and then the person I'm with will eat 3. Anyway, if it's just y'all two, you just leave them whole. It don't matter. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these in half first. Cut them at an angle, make it look all fancy. Kind of wish I would have sharpened my knife before I did this, but it's all right. And now, since this is my first episode, kind of wish I would have got me a cutting board, but I really don't mind cutting on the counter because it's one less dish I got to worry about. All I got to do is just wipe the counter off with some good washroom soap. Cut in half. All right, next we're gonna put salt and pepper on it. Salt and pepper is like your basic seasoning, but the secret to frying stuff, you season your batter. As if you're frying chicken, you're frying pork chops, or you're frying fish, you want to put all your extra TLC in your batter. Because if you put all your seasoning on the meat, you'll lose your seasoning when you're dipping in your egg and milk bath, and you'll lose it in the flour, and then you'll lose it in the oil that you're frying it in. So the best thing to do is to season the flour, you season your batter. But when you're just putting seasoning on the meat, you just put the basic salt and pepper on it. Everybody use salt and pepper. Even white people use salt and pepper. Now, now this is the hot sauce. And what we're going to do is we're going to soak the fish in the hot sauce with some egg. And that's going to help the cornmeal stick to the fish. Now, when I saw my mama do this, I was like, at first I was like, okay, you're making catfish, whatnot. But then when I saw she was dipping it in the hot sauce, I said, no, she ain't. And then it was actually good because, all black people, they love putting hot sauce on their fish after it's already been cooked and whatnot. me a fork. We put a couple of eggs in here. Whisk it all up. Alright. Then we're going to put the fish in here. And then the funny part about it is that my mama, she don't even like spicy food. So I was like, why is you dipping the fish in the hot sauce? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the fish in the hot sauce. Now, some people, just like when you fry fish and you want to put it in the milk bath, you know, some people will leave their chicken in overnight, or some people will just leave it in for a few minutes. We just going to leave it in there for like 30 minutes or so that the hot sauce can be soaked into the fish. We're going to get this mixed all up. And then if you got any other dishes you're going to serve with the fish, after you put this in the refrigerator and let it sit for a minute, then, you're going to do whatever else you got to do. Then come back and tend to the fish. All right. All right, y'all. Since the fish has been soaking in the hot sauce and egg bath, look at, let me open it up so I can just, ooh, this hot sauce is, ooh, love it. This has been soaking in this for about an hour, maybe. I think that's about how long it's been sitting there. Now it's time to fry it up. Now, one thing I had told y'all, I don't know if you had caught on, the key to frying is seasoning the flour, your batter, all right? So we already put salt and pepper on the fish. And since it's been soaking in the hot sauce, it's still on there. A little bit probably dripped out, but we ain't going to do worry about that. So in the cornmeal, we're going to put a little garlic. Always garlic. Garlic just, bam! It's probably where that damn phrase comes from. Anyway, so we ain't going to do parsley. I was thinking about it. Maybe not. I don't want it to look that cute. But we're going to do a little paprika. Little paprika. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and add just a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, just in case. It washed off the fish when it was dipped in the hot sauce. Just in case, we're just going to put just a little bit. We don't need too much. We don't need too much. Now, when you fry when you fry fish, I'm always getting them confused because I do mostly chicken because chicken is cheaper than fish. All right, so I always say chicken because I'm always frying chicken. Anyway, when you fry fish, Granny always said, make sure your grease is hot. It's the hottest thing that needs to be on the stove is the fish grease. Hence the phrase, I'm hotter than fish grease. That means I'm mad as hell. You done something to piss me off, and now you can fry fish on my forehead because I'm so mad. So now, I had this all before I came back. We're going to... Just how I like it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our hand. My hands are clean. All right. My hands are clean. Because I like to play with my food. I mean, you got to get to know it. You know what? You got to be acquainted with it. In order for it to come out right. I mean, do you make love to somebody from a distance? No, you don't. You got to be all up on it. Okay? So I like to play with my food. Like meatloaf. Meatloaf is another thing that I really do like to cook. Because I can play with it. It's all right. We done batted our fish. Now we're going to drop it in that grease. Look at that. Look. This fish going to be fat. You hear me? Who is this texting me, Lord? And then if you can notice, if you can see from there, from where you're looking at, I don't put a whole lot of that on it. Because A, you can, and B, you really don't want to. You don't want a whole lot of skin because it takes away from the fish. So you just want to do a little thin coating on it. Bam. Let me rest this cornmeal off so that we can keep an eye on the fish we got in the grease. Cook her. Bam, Mama Jenna. All right. Oh boy, this gonna be really good. Now I want y'all to take a look at this right here. Because the grease is covered up over the fish, we ain't got to flip it over, really ain't got to tend to it much. We got to keep an eye on it. Make sure it ain't boiling. Alright. Now, I don't know why, because fish really don't take that long to cook. It really doesn't. So the only thing you really cooking on it that's going to take a minute would be the cornmeal. Because fish ain't like chicken. Like with chicken, you have thicker cuts of meat, like the breast and the leg, that takes a lot longer to cook. And because you have that bone in the middle of it, you know you got to make sure that the heat is getting all the way to the bone and make sure that's cooking. But with the fish, you really ain't got to cook it that long. It don't take that long to cook, so you really the only thing you're really doing is cooking the cornmeal that's on it. Look at that. That is sexy. That is a sexy piece of fish. You hear me? You can drop one more piece in there if we want it to. Drop one in there for one more. Now another thing with frying foods, you want to make sure your grease stays high. You don't want your grease to die. Because once your grease dies, you know, everything else gonna fall apart. So you just gotta make sure you don't kill your grease, because next thing you know, when the grease dies, when it drops drastically in temperature, the food that you have in there will suck up the grease, but it won't cook. And so by the time it actually cooks, you have an excess, really extra amount of grease. And so, you know, by the time it actually cooks, and then you take it out, and even when you pat it down and let it sit there, by the time you bite into it, you still get a lot of the grease that the food has soaked up. You really would get in the skin. And it ain't good, it ain't nasty. I don't know if you ever had uncooked grease before, or grease, period. It ain't good, which is why I do not understand why people drink fish oil. That stuff is disgusting. Because I remember one time, I don't know whose house I was over. It was probably my mama, since that's the only person I can really hang out with. Probably was at her house. And I came in the house. It was probably either her house. Most likely it was her house. Anyway, that ain't even the point of the story. Anyway, came to the house. And I'm thirsty. I stay thirsty. I drink water like it ain't nobody business. And I go in the house. And I pick up the first cup I see, and I see a liquid in there, and I'm thinking it's soda. I drink it. It's old grease, and it just ruined my whole life. It had ruined that whole day for me, and I was never the same after that. And I said, Andre, when your fat ass go over to somebody's house, you make sure you look before you pick up anything and drink it. You hear? All right. So we got one fish out. We ain't got that many pieces. We only got like 7 pieces of fish. We want to make sure it gets around to everybody. But this just gives you an idea of what it looks like on this side. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and break this all open because I am hungry. Oh, it's good. Look at that on the inside. I hope y'all can see it. It looks good from here. Man, that is good. And if you really look around on the tip of the fish, you can still, bitch, you can still see the hot sauce. You can still see the hot sauce. I don't know if y'all can see it from there, but I can still see specks of hot sauce in that mug. Oh boy, ooh, this is a beautiful day. You know, set our pieces of fish on here. Go ahead and drop out other pieces of fish in the grease. Man, when I tell you this gonna kill him, this gonna kill him. Cause I put my buns in this. You hear me? And you know another thing you want to do when you go to cook it, like if you the good cook, you know, in your circle and with your friends and whatnot, and y'all have a potluck and whatnot, and you bring some food over, what you do is you make a little bit. You make a little bit of it. You don't make too much of it. One and say you're on groceries. You ain't trying to feed just like with this fish. I can't be like Jesus tonight. I can't feed 5,000, you know, with this fish. Anyway, what you do is you make a little bit, and you make it so good to where they be like, hey, where's that fish at? That fish was fire. You ain't got no more? Nah, man, they cleaned me out. So you make a little bit so that they can be asking for more. Because if you make a whole lot and they get a whole lot, you know, they ain't going to say anything like, oh, okay, it was good, you know, whatever. But for them to be asking, yo, when you going to make some more fish? When you going to make, you know, when you going to make some more fries? When you going to make some more chicken? You know, when you going to make that chicken spaghetti again? Because, man, that was fire, and I'm mad because I ain't get a plate. That sounds a whole lot better than saying, man, that was good. In my opinion, for you to be begging for my food to be like, hey, y'all ain't got no more. Who ate the last of the goddamn caramel cake? You know what I'm saying? So for people to, you know, for people to be begging for your food when you done ran out, man, that's a good feeling to me. When you asking for my food because I done ran out. And so the trick is, bitch, the gag is, you make a little bit. Make a little bit of it so that they can just get a taste of it. Don't make a whole lot. Just give them a little taste. Give them a little appetizer. Give them a little appetizer. And they're going to be asking for this. Like, man, wait a minute. Who ate all the hush puppies? You know what I'm saying? So you just make a little bit of it so they can keep asking for more. All right, y'all. The fish is done. And I'm going to have to give me a better camera so y'all can see that red up on top of that. So you can see the hot sauce is still on the freaking fish. And you can taste it. You can taste it, Jesus. All right, y'all. I got to go. I'm going to go hop in the shower after this fish fry. Hop in the shower, get ready for the New Year's Eve party. Thank y'all so much for watching. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Hope to see y'all again. See ya.